if you give your child an Aston Martin, don't think of yourself the way you are right now. Think of yourself as someone who can afford an Aston Martin and 10 more. And then you give the child the key of the car and say, pick between this car and me. What will the child pick? The car or me? Me. In other words, we don't need deep spiritual knowledge to know that he who gives it is more important than what he gives. How is it then possible that somehow people are okay showing up to church on the first Sunday of the year to receive blessings for their finances and never show up to church again throughout the year? A distortion of value system. There are those who, though they don't put money in front of the pulpits and kneel down to it and bow, there are those whose God is actually money. When a man decides not to show up, for instance, to a place of worship consistently, all because he has deals that he needs to make, we can give every possible example and every possible reason and say, well, it's because of this and this and this and that. But there is a point in time where we need to ask ourselves genuine questions and say, a man who can decide not to worship his creator because he's trying to make money, the truth of it is that man has made a god for himself. The god is money. That distortion in value system is the influence of the fall.